Hi everyone, Cat V Stitches here, or Catherine as I should say. I'm Cat V Stitches here on YouTube and also on Instagram. Okay, it is, sorry I'm having to look down because my brain's all over the place today. Got my trusty pad here. It is the 25th of October. So we're, oh, hello. Okay, we've got our regular visitor. There we go. Hello. Actually, I shouldn't really wear this jumper if I've got the cats near me. It's a new jumper, and for those of you with cats, yeah, I'm sure you know, one misplaced claw and that's one massive pull in your jumper. Anywho, sorry, let's get back to the beginning. I'm Cat V Stitches. This is my Flosstube channel about cross stitch, sometimes a little bit of knitting, and sometimes a lot about cats. Yeah, she's just by the side of me here if you're just wondering what the hell I'm doing down here. I am known as Cat V Stitches here on YouTube and on Instagram, and if by some miracle you do actually like what you hear during this video and you're not already subscribed, please do like and subscribe. Okay, so to newbies, hello, welcome. This is just a quick series I'm doing through October. I decided that I was just going to do spooky stitching for all of October, or Spooktober as I've called it. So I don't normally post every week, but I just thought for this I would. So every Monday I've been coming on and just showing the stitching I've done the previous week. And for my regulars who are always commenting or always watching, welcome back. It is very much appreciated and I do always love your comments. Anywho, as I said, it's the 25th of October today, and that should be a very memorable date because it's my mum's birthday today. I've already been on the phone to her twice today, so I don't know why I was blanking on the date. Well, I do, because I'm actually feeling like utter crap today. Luckily I've been able to work from home and we're actually a lot later than normal videoing, well, doing this video. It's about, what time is it? It's about, I don't know why I'm looking at that clock actually because it stopped working. That's saying it's 2 p.m. and at 2 p.m. it's about 5:30 p.m. Here in good old UK. I'm sorry if this is shaking a bit. The cat is going crazy here, wanting to be stroked. Whenever she hears me talking, she always comes over. Excuse me. Yes, water, not Diet Coke. I'm trying to cut down the amount of Diet Coke I'm drinking because I'm drinking far too much of it. Anywho, this introduction has been mad. I'm not going to redo it because, as I said, I'm not exactly feeling brilliant today, but I just wanted to come on to show you all the stitching that I have done for the last week, because I've actually done quite a bit of it considering I've also been hammering it at work. But anywho, no social life, just literally been stitching. So let's get on with it. I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, I've touched 6 projects, so without any further ado, let's get into them. Now I did have a cheeky new start. This is not one that was actually on my plan, and I'm sure again my regulars will not be surprised by this, and you're probably thinking it's a miracle that I more or less stuck to the plan for this long, but it is actually a on theme new start. It's Good Morning Maui Monsters. Now the reason I've started this is that oh god, excuse me, whenever I go to my parents' house I like to take some cross stitch with me. So when I've done the multitude of jobs that my mum usually has for me, I then sit down in the lounge with the two of them and we just, my dad will watch the telly, my mum will do her things, and it's just a nice couple of hours as the evening draws in, so to speak, that I'll just do some cross stitch, and it's just lovely and comfortable. Now my previous, excuse me, my previous travel stitch, if you like, was Captains by Happy Sloth. So that's a present for my friends. Well, I have finished that and I will show that in my Flosstube that I'm going to do next week. And that's the reason I take that to my parents is that's on 14 count Ada, because I don't take my stand with me and I don't take any of my extra lighting. So I need something that's really easy to see. So this one is again on 14 count Ada. So I thought, you know what, it'll just be ideal. Well, this week my mum had a lot of things she needed me to do. Things like cleaning the leaves out of her back garden, and she has a large back garden surrounded by trees, all of them dropping their leaves at the moment. So it took forever. My back and my arms are now absolutely killing me. And given that I've got a frozen shoulder at the moment, it was not fun. So I didn't actually get much done, so I've only got a wee bit of a start. So I've just started on the Bride of Frankenstein's hair. But yeah, it's always in this, another thing is I can put it in this tiny, I can just put it in this tiny Q-snap. So it just literally goes in its little pouch, and it's the ideal travel stitch basically. So that's my first one. Good morning, Maui Monsters. So I think pretty much literally this will only get touched whenever I go to my parents', but I am now going there every 2 to 3 weeks, so it will get touched on within the month. Okay, next one in one of my lovely project bags. There we go. I love these. This one's got such a lovely little thing on its zipper there. This is my latest cricket collection. This is Autumn. Absolutely love it. Again, for any newbies, you may not know, but I'm absolutely obsessed by cricket collection patterns, which is why I've got 2 of them on my wall at the moment. And in fact, later this week, I'm going to do a little extra video with all of my cricket collection patterns, just so I can show them off. I think I've become more of a collector of the patterns than anything else, because I'm just, well, not every single one randomly, it's got to be one that I really like. But yeah, and I just love cricket collection. So this is Autumn, and I did a bit more. This is one I've started this month, and I've actually done a little bit more. Really, I shouldn't have. The plan was going to be I'd touch them all at least once this month for a certain amount of days, but I felt myself drawn to this one, and you'll see why. Look at that. Sorry, let me just, yeah, I'm teasing you with it there. Nope, that's the wrong way. Oh God, excuse me. There we go, that's better. Oh God, what side should I be on here? I get this wrong every single week, but there you go. And look at that. That is just lovely. I need to put some French knots in that owl's eyes. I need to put the back stitch on that pumpkin to give it a mouth. The hat has been done in a toile, but as normal. Oh, kind of a little bit of a glitter there. You can't really see it that well. The bird I've actually done with sulky. I wanted it to be really thick, that, so what I did is I used sulky but doubled it over, so it really stood out. And I just love the leaves on that tree. Now that's not actually different colours of thread, well, these are one lot of thread, but all of these here are just one, and it is, it's an amazing colour this. Let me just find it, I've got all of the threads here. It is Silk and Colours, and it's called Autumn Bouquet. There you go, yeah, that shows up nicely. So all of those different colours. So there's going to be more on this side of the MT, so more of these vines coming out, or branches coming out, and there'll be more of these leaves. There you go. But yeah, as usual, absolutely loving it. This material, this linen, I got from Create Nostalgia when I went the other week when I was visiting my brother, and it is called, I think this one is Amazing Grace or something along those lines. But yeah, did not want to put that one down, so I did quite a bit on it. But then there were others that were calling me, so I did ultimately, obviously, put it down. I'm sorry if this is a bit rushed and garbled, but I just wanted to get this done, show you what I've stitched. Then I'm going to have my tea, chill for a little bit, and then possibly go to bed early, and then decide if I'm going to work from home tomorrow as well. It's not anything COVID related. Isn't it weird how you have to do that now? If you're feeling unwell in any way, shape or form, you have to get out there, don't you, that it's not COVID related. But it's not. I'm just feeling a little bit shitty, to be perfectly honest with you. Anyway, my next one is good old Amethyst by Carolyn Manning. Now, as you know, I absolutely adore this one, and I have a couple other of her patterns. It's part of her Shooting Star collection, this one. I don't know if you've seen other people doing them, because I know there's quite a few in the collection, and I have actually bought a couple of them. But I'm doing Amethyst, and I have said to myself that as soon as I reach 40% on Amethyst, I can start the next one I want to do, which is Ruby. So if I show you where I'm up to at the moment, here is Pattern Keeper, so I'm not showing you the pattern here, but all of this is what I've done at the moment, and I don't know if you can see there, but I am actually at 37.57%, so I am nearly at the 40% mark, which I am very excited about. Let me get you a picture of it. I haven't printed off this because obviously I'd run out of colour for my printer if I were to do that. So let me just find it. So I'm using my tablet here because I'm recording on my iPad. There is Amethyst, glorious, absolutely glorious. And then we have Ruby, which I don't know if I will get to start before the end of the month, but I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks I can get started on this one. There we go, lovely. So I have all the DMC for that now. I have, oops, never mind, I'll turn it off later. I have, oh, and I've even, I've forgotten I've done this, put them on some drops. So there we go, all of those glorious colours. Okay, so that is, oh, I need to, oh, yeah, I need to show you what I've done, and it's the whole point of this, to show you what I've actually done. So there we go. I know it's all creased, but yeah, I'm not going to iron it until it's done. There we go. So I've worked basically at the bottom. Let me just, so I can hold it up a little better and show you. Can't actually hold my arm up like that for long. Lovely frozen shoulder. So I've done pretty much all of this down here. And what it was, bring that up. I had a Zoom with some cross stitch, some cross stitches on, when was it? Was it Monday? Last week? It might, no, I can't see because my planner that I've made is on my iPad and I'm filming on my iPad. But sometime early last week, I had a Zoom with some cross stitches in America. But because it was America, it was I think about 4 or 5 p.m. for them, but that was midnight for me. And so I thought, I'm not going to stay for long, but if I pop in for the first half hour or so I can say hello to everybody and catch up. And I needed to make sure I stayed awake until then, so I got this out and did about, I'd say about 5 hours solid on it and got just over 1,000 stitches on it. So that took me to my 37.5, and with a bit of luck, like I said, in the next week or so I will hit my 40%. So that's Carolyn Manning Amethyst. Okay, just put that away. One of my homemade bags with, by pure luck, a gorgeous pin that goes really nicely with it. Next one, another of my project bags in from Not Another. Oh, I'll put the details in the box below of where I've got them from, but they're on Etsy. And I think I might have bought up a load of the last one she put on because I absolutely love them. Yes, next one is Kathy Barrick, Autumn on Lazy Bear Mountain, or Bear Mountain as I call it. So there we go. I'm currently working around here. This is on, right, okay, before I show you this, Amethyst was on 14 count Ada in the colour Lavender Swigart, and Autumn was 28 count. This is on 40 count and it's Vintage Country Mocha, and I do enjoy stitching on 40 count. It's just my eyes are crap no matter what. So 14 count Ada I can just about do without any kind of magnification, but if I'm tired it helps to use it. 28 count linen, at a pinch I can do it, but it needs to be very good light, but I prefer to have magnification. 40 count, magnification and good light all the way. So this is what I have done so far. So I worked on, oh sorry, cat again. I worked on, so the fence had been up to about here, so I've done the fence here, I've done this deer, and I have done these pumpkins here. Oh, what do you want? It's because I'm talking. I don't know what it is. Either she hates the sound of my voice or she loves the sound of it. I've not quite worked it out yet. So let me just come in closer there. So that is 1 strand over 2, using mainly DMC with the occasional NPI thrown in. It's NPIs I'm pretty much sharing with one of my other larger projects, which is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. Okay, so the next 2 are both in the other bag that I've made with another pin that matches beautifully. Okay, which one comes out first? Okay, so it's my stitch along. Sorry, bear me 1 second. So when I'm just drinking water, even though I'm drinking in volume far more water than I am Diet Coke, I'm always thirsty and going to the toilet every 2 minutes. And yet if I were to drink the same amount of Diet Coke, I barely ever go to the toilet. Yeah, they look at me funny at work when I'm just drinking water, because literally every 5 minutes I'm having to go. But it's nice healthy pee. I'm not dehydrated, so you know, at least there's that. Sorry, that was a bit TMI there, but it does annoy me. So the latest the latest Cryptid dropped on Friday, and it was the Frogman, and I managed to get that done because I got home from work. And then it didn't actually drop till about, it was a little bit later this time. It was I think it was about 6ish or 6:30 by the time PM by the time it dropped here in the UK. but it wasn't that big, and I'm kind of used to doing the borders around the little cryptids now, so it didn't take that long. So I managed to get this done by close of play Friday, and there you go. So I'm up to date on that. Oh, why am I holding my arm like this? I'm really happy with that, and I'm really, really loving it. I think it looks amazing. So let me show you a little bit closer the ones that I've just done. There you go. So there's a toile in the moon and the eyes, and yeah, love it. So this Friday we have the day off. I think she's pretty much done the last Friday of the month as a chance for you to catch up, but then the next one will drop the week after, so I can't wait for that. It's become a bit of a thing now, Friday evening, wait for the email to drop. Yeah, no social life. Instead of going out, I'm stitching up a cryptid. That says a lot, really. And then I think the last thing that I have stitched on, and literally the last thing that I've stitched on, is my All Souls Vierlanden or Vierlanden, or however you pronounce it. I do apologise, but it's Quiltify designs. There we go. So this one is on 28 count. It's from Chromatic Alchemy and it's called Sea Witch. This is the one I restarted because I wasn't happy with my initial fabric choice, but I am loving this. I need to put something, let's just see, can you see? Oh no, you can see that for starters. So that's what we've got so far. Now I have worked on, let's hold that there for a second, and I will show you what I've been working on. I have done this, started this here and these two, so all of this was already there, so I filled in here and here. So there we go. Oh, there you go. Now this is 28 count, but it's not the easiest to see because it's been so heavily over dyed that it's kind of warped the holes a little bit, so you do have to be careful, and it takes you a minute or so to get your eye back to it to figure out how the stitches lie. But once you've clicked back into that, so you know, if you've been away from it for a couple of weeks, you do need a minute or so just to get used to it again. But once you've got it, you know, once you've figured it out again, it's lovely. But I do use the Easy Guide needles, the ones with the little balls on the end, just to stop me from splitting threads, because otherwise it's really easy to split the threads and it just doesn't look right. But no, I do really like this, and I cannot wait to finish it. I've pretty much done, so I've done these, yes I have, I've done the top three. I am working on the last, so this is the one I'm just started, that's the dog on top of it that I've just done. So I'm working on doing this one. I've done these two, and I have done, I think I actually have, hang on, what have I done? Right, I've done the middle, I've done that one, so I'll just have those two to do then on, so that and those two, and then it's just filling in the little bits and the alphabet. And lettering doesn't tend to take me that long, so yeah, I am loving this. And I have bought the other one in this series, and I'll come to that in a minute in plans, but yes, that is the last of the things I have stitched on. In fact, I've stitched on that in my lunch break today, did a little bit more. So yeah, I should possibly be back to that one next Friday, or this Friday I should say, when I'm, instead of doing Cryptid, I might do that on Friday. Okay, so that is everything I have stitched on. Oh God, talking about those needles. So yesterday I was doing some stitching and I dropped my needle. Now, oh my God, the cat has what have you done on my phone? She's been stepping on my phone and managed to, sorry, stop me. Switch that off. Sorry. So I was stitching away, dropped my needle. Now, as you will know, you drop a needle, you need to find that needle. And when you add 5 cats to the mix who get everywhere, then you really do need to find that needle. If you're a human and you step on it, it can be quite painful and everything, but when you're a little cat and you step on the needle, or well, God knows what it is cats always do with stuff they find on the floor, it could cause quite a problem. So I had to find it. And it took me absolutely bloody ages to find this damn thing. Even getting my needle minder out and, you know, brushing it over the floor to see if that'll pick it up from the carpet. But I eventually found it after looking, having to go away, then coming back, and then I did find it. And then it was on the needle minder, so I just like congratulating myself for finding this bloody needle. On the needle minder, went to put it back where my needle minder goes, which is on the arm of my Lowry stand, but I put it too close to another needle minder was on there. The 2 magnets connected, and then I could literally, oh, sorry, that was the cat just completely blocking the camera with her tail there. And then as I put the needle minder down and it attracted to the other needle minder, I could literally hear the ping as the needle I had just spent over an hour looking for pinged off. This time I had no idea where it went because it just literally pinged and flew off. And then I had to spend another 40 minutes or so looking for the needle again. So about 2.5 hours last night was spent looking for a sodding needle. So yeah, great fun. Anywho, moving on. What's next? Plans. Okay, so there is another, well, not quite a week, is it? It's when's the 31st? Is it? I think it's Friday, isn't it? Let me just. Nope, the 31st is cat. Sorry, now she's now deciding to rub herself against the. Come here, let me put you down there. Sorry. Saturday is the 31st, and the clocks go spring forward, fall back, so the clocks go back, but it's Saturday, so I've got the rest of this week for my Spooktober or Darktober, or however you want to class it, and it's what to stitch. So I now have 15 active whips, so I could potentially, I had planned on doing a prairie moon, so I've got a couple of them that I was thinking of maybe doing. So this one here, which is, let me just move the sticky things out the way, which is Stitch Night at the Crypt Club. Now I have already done Merry Xmas from Prairie Moon, and I have the fabric, which is Haunted by Picture This Plus. This is 28 count, and I've treated myself to this gorgeous NPI, because I have the thread that I used for it shares a lot of the thread that I use in Merry Xmas, and the rest I'm just pulling from stash. But this goes, I bought this because it'll also be used for this one that I have. But anyway, I thought I might start this. Then I was at my parents' this weekend, and as I said, it was my mum's birthday today, and then while I was at my parents', I gave my mum her birthday present, which was something I'd stitched for her, which was the drawn thread Those Who Sing, and she really liked it. And my dad, he's never really, you know, the stuff I stitch, he's not really interested in it. He's an amazing artist, my dad. My house is absolutely filled. I'm pointing at, oh God. It's entirely the wrong thing to do with that arm. I'm pointing at this here, and that's one of his paintings. Absolutely love it. My house is filled with his paintings. Amazing artist, and so I didn't really think he'd be interested in some of the, you know, like the cross-stitch things that I like. But he was asking whether or not, he was asking, oh, are there no landscapey ones or things like that you'd be interested in doing? And then I suddenly thought, I haven't really involved in that much in my cross stitch, and he's always been really encouraging in it. And so during the bad times, the last year and the first half of this year, he was constantly saying, look, just putting a little bit extra in there, go and get yourself something nice for your cross stitch and things like that. So what I've done is, and he was interested in like a full coverage one, and I didn't mean to be rude to him, but you know, oh my God, sorry, one of my cats is using the cat litter just nearby. I hope you're not picking up on that, and if you are, I really do apologise. It's the sound of a scratching on the litter tray. Oh God, timing as usual. Anyway, sorry, so I didn't want to be rude to him and say, oh look Dad, these can take like 5 to 10 years and you're in your 80s and you might not want to wait. But then I thought, you know what, I could get, I'm sorry, that sounded awful what I did just say then, but you know what I mean. They can take forever, and I'm sorry, but I love my dad dearly, but I could not sit for the next however long and stitch solidly and on only that. You know, I couldn't do it. I would go insane and I'd certainly burn out. So what I thought instead was I would buy a mini Haid, but a dramatic one where he could, you know, I could, every time I go up there, I could maybe do a little bit, you know, each week, and he'd get to see progress on it, because he just seemed really interested in that. So I bought, let me just show you what I've bought. Come on. Sorry, this I bought just so I could use pattern keeper. I bought a reconditioned tablet from Amazon, and it does the job perfectly on pattern keeper, but it's not necessarily the quickest of things. But you know, I'm not moaning. It works perfectly for what it's needed for. But I've got my drive on here, and I've not, here we go. Now, I'm not going to say the artist's name because I know I will mispronounce it, but he's very well known, and I know there are several Flosstube cross stitchers who are actually doing his work. So there we go. So this is Evening, and as I said, it's the mini one. So I'm going to start this, and I might even start it tonight. I've not got all the colours in my stash, but I've got enough that I can start on the top left hand corner and at least get going on it. And I've already got material from an abandoned one I had that fits perfectly, because it's a mini, it doesn't need, you know, I'm going to do it on 28 count, and I'm going to do it half stitch, 10th stitch, however you want to say it. So that really has kind of blown my plans out the window a little bit, but in a good way. I don't mind. I think it's a beautiful picture. I think the colours are gorgeous. So I don't mind doing that. And my dad was really, really happy with that. So that made me happy. So, you know, oh, here we go. So I forgot I had that. I didn't actually need to bring it up on there. But yeah, so I was like, no, I've got no problem doing that. So I'm going to use 28 count, easy count or easy guide or whatever it's called, and get started on that one. And then just to further completely kibosh my plans, I thought I'd do something for my sister-in-law and my niece. I don't think my brother and my nephew will be interested in this, but it's a Puntini. They have a dog, a gorgeous golden retriever called Jess. So I have the cat lover lives here, so I thought I'd get them the dog lovers live here and do that and attempt this kind of a finish. And this pack that I got from, I got this from Create Nostalgia. I got the cat lover one from the Nimble Thimble, but this comes with the button. This comes with the button, and it comes with the pin. So I've got the material from this coming from the Woolwear, from Lakeside Needlecraft, and it's Belfast 32 count Belfast Swigart vintage grey. So that'll be for Christmas for them. So I don't think that'll take too long to stitch up. I could probably do that in a month. So I might start that. I'll start that midway through next month. So potentially I could do 3 new starts. Oh, this is my Love You More Studio bag that fits all my Prairie Moons in there. Yeah, potentially 3 new starts in November. Now my whip count will still be under 20, which is what I want to, so that's my active whip count, will be under 20, and that's my kind of limit I have in my brain, that if I can keep it under 20, I'll be happy. I mean, if it goes over 20, it goes over 20. But I think autumn, pretty much a letter takes a day in autumn. So if I were to, for example, do, I've pretty much finished 2 letters now. So I could probably, if I were to do that on a Saturday or a Sunday, I might get that done early December. And All Souls Vierlanden, I think, could be finished by mid-December. So maybe new starts in December then. I can have some new starts in December. But yeah, I'll be under 20 for my whip count, which I'll be happy about. So potentially 3 new starts in November, and potentially 2 new starts, well, definitely 1 new start, and that'll be tonight, and potentially another new start next week. And then I might do another letter of autumn, and some more Amethyst and All Souls, and that'll be my plans for this week. And then on Sunday I am going to do a proper Flosstube, where I will recap everything I've done in the month of October. I'll go through some of the, well, the purchases, there's lots of them, the purchases that I've done of the past month. I'm going to do a video at some point this week for all my cricket collection patterns, and then in a couple of weeks I'll do another A Stitch With Me on Amethyst, or perhaps even Ruby at that point, who knows. But yeah, so that's my plan, another Flosstube on Sunday, and on Sunday I will draw the winner from my last proper Flosstube for the Liz Matthew patterns and for the other pattern that I was offering as a giveaway. Right, okay, I think, let me just check my little book. Covered that, covered that, covered that, covered that, covered that, done that. Oh, sorry. And that is everything. So I think my oven should be nice and warm up now to put my tea in. I think I'll get myself started on my new full coverage, my new Haid, and yeah. Again, I am sorry that these are always a bit of a garbled mess. These are done without any kind of editing whatsoever, no restarts, because yep, nope, it's not gonna get done. I think my proper Flosstube will be a little bit more professional because I'll have the time and, you know, the energy hopefully to do it. But as always, I hope you are all safe and well, or all doing everything you can to be safe and well, and you know, all my love to you all during this crazy time we're living through. Happy stitching to you all, and love and respect to everybody, and I will see you at some point during the week. Bye.